Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly love reading. I hope this video finds you well. There's a lot showing up in your energy this week, so let's dive in and see what Spirit wants to reveal about your love life right now, Taurus. So we have the Magician, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Tower, Eight of Cups, and the final card will be Knight of Pentacles. So there's something going on with you, but I mean, there's a lot of like encouragement in this reading, asking you to take action on in your love life this week, or make decisions. Like, you have to make certain decisions. Only you can do the work. So the heart of your reading is a Six of Wands. So whether you're single or married or somewhere in between, you have victory with you. So I feel like any type of struggle that you're dealing with regarding love, whether it's finding love or an existing relationship that seems to not be going very well, you will succeed in conquering this as long as you're taking charge. Look at this side of the reading here. They are all major arcanas, and really like powerful ones too. The Magician, the Emperor, the Tower, these are not subtle major arcanas. These are like, you have to take the reins when it comes to your love life. You will succeed. But let's take it one row at a time. You have the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like something's being offered to you with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like for those of you who are single, there could be someone who's coming into your life, someone new, but I feel like you're not quite like ready to jump on this new relationship. I feel like you have some concerns. Seeing the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you're studying someone, like to see, like, is this person a good fit for me? Can I trust this person? You're really kind of weighing your pros and cons, and maybe even about being in a relationship. Are you ready? How is this going to affect your life? But I feel like there is happiness and abundance being offered to you, and I feel like you might even be examining your existing relationship. You know, how is this person truly making me happy? Are they giving me the love and the attention and the affection that I deserve? So your first card is the Magician. So they're telling you that it's going to be up to you whether you're allowing new people in your life, or what you're going to do about your current situation. I feel like if you have your concerns, and I do see, you know, some interesting cards for those of you that maybe you're questioning a relationship. You do have the Five of Cups energy, and then down here you have the Eight of Cups. So this won't apply to everyone who watches this, but some people might be examining a relationship and thinking, you know, I deserve better. I need to raise my standards. Again, that's something that only you can do. The Magician is also telling you, you have to feel in control of your life. You can't give someone else all the power. So if you're examining a relationship and your partner is giving you all the reasons why you should stay, yet you still have your concerns, it's up to you. I feel like you're questioning a relationship this week, whether you're going to continue or not, or you meet someone and for some reason you're questioning this, whether you're questioning something about them or how they fit into your life. Now this row here, it's the Emperor, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Now seeing this card again, I mean, like, both of these cards are like repeats of what's going on up here. I mean, the Emperor is kind of similar to the Magician. The Emperor is more about, you know, like stability, especially financial stability, but he's about being in control of his world. Since this is a love reading, this means that you have to feel like, you know, you are the one calling all the shots when it comes to your love life. You're not being trapped in a negative relationship. You can leave. You can change your mind at any point. So in that regard, it's very similar to the Magician. The Emperor is just like, I have to be in control. He's all about order and structure and abundance. Make sure that you have the abundance, because this card is also about abundance in the form of happiness or love. But the Page of Pentacles is very similar to the Seven of Pentacles. And interesting how they're both lined up with the cards that they resemble. So I feel like that's a strong message for you. The Page of Pentacles is being like very detail oriented, doing your homework, doing your research, looking at something very carefully to see if it is what you think it is or what it should be. And I feel like as long as you do that, I mean, you have victory right in the middle. I feel like wherever it is that you're questioning something in your love life this week, as long as you are really like looking at the full picture, see that you're not missing anything, you will make the right decision. Whether that is, like I said, allowing someone new into your lives, maybe someone you just met, or continuing an existing relationship, maybe even choosing to trust someone again. So I feel like you will succeed. And like I said, both these two cards are very similar. These two cards very similar. It's like they're repeating themselves for you this week. Something's going on where you have to feel in control of your love life, but at the same time, you have to pay attention to the details, maybe of, you know, what's going on with your partner or what's going on, you know, within you when it comes to relationships. Looking at patterns maybe. Now down here you have the Tower, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Tower is explosive, and it's telling you that the unexpected can happen. And I do feel like for some of you, those of you who are maybe like fed up, that's why you're questioning things. And you have the Five of Cups energy, which means that you're just kind of sad and disappointed that something didn't work out. You may be doing the unexpected, and that may mean bolting, because you have the Eight of Cups here, which means walking away. Something no longer brings you happiness or joy, and you're just like, I'm done, I'm out of here. And you do have a right to change your mind. I feel like for some of you, you may shock people around you by maybe leaving a relationship. Even if you've been together for 10 years, 20 years, you may shock someone by choosing to walk away because you're no longer happy. And this will work out for you. This is still a victory. And here, you know, I see that the Knight of Pentacles, this could be some, you know, new person coming into your life. To me, the Knight of Pentacles, especially when it comes to a love reading, I don't really read it as more of a court card. I do that for the Kings. But to me, the Knight of Pentacles, it represents new people and new experiences. So maybe this will not apply to everyone, but I feel like for some of you, you do the unexpected and just kind of like, I'm done here. I'm done being unhappy. I've already examined everything carefully. Notice how these cards all line up and lead to this card, which, like I said, to me, it means like new people, new experiences for you. The Knights represent change and movement, some type of change in your love life after you really examine what's going on in your love life. And like I said, for some of you, it's that you're feeling just unhappy or you're just disappointed. Maybe you wanted something to really work out, but it didn't. But I feel like, you know, someone's kind of like, for some of you, it may not be that you're walking away from a relationship, especially if you're not in one. It could be that you do the unexpected and just decide to just leave the past behind. You know, Eight of Cups can be emotional baggage. And you know what happens? It could also be that if you finally leave the past behind you and move on, the unexpected happens and a new person comes into your life. I mean, you are an earth sign. I mean, this could be you, but it could also be, like I said, new people and new experiences. It could even be, you know, the Emperor is here. To me, the Emperor, not a court card, but I see this card as like someone who's older and wiser and maybe very financially stable, even like financially well off. So I feel like those of you who are like looking at relationships and maybe you choose to leave this week, there's someone else lined up ready to come into your life. Okay, so let's see what confirmation cards we get. The cards are Judgment, King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're telling you that you're not trapped. And the Sun energy is here. So they're telling you with the Judgment card, the Judgment card is telling you that you don't, I'm hearing that you don't have to settle, whether you're single or married. And for some of you, the Judgment card can be that, you know, you're giving someone a second chance or someone is giving you a second chance. Judgment is like, you know, it's a new beginning, you know, after having been in a dark place. But this is a love reading. So it could be a, you know, a new beginning after having been in a painful place or in a difficult place in a relationship. This is kind of like a new life, like I said, a new beginning. And it's lined up with the King of Pentacles. So, I mean, this could be you, but it could be someone else that is in your life or that's coming into your life. I feel like this especially applies to those who are single. You have the Eight of Swords telling you don't feel trapped, whatever it is that's going on with you, because you do have, you know, some interesting messages over here where you may be examining your love life or your relationship and maybe not quite feeling as happy as you should. They're telling you to not feel trapped. I mean, especially with the sun being here, the sun is telling you that there will be a positive outcome in your love life. There will be positive events. There will be happiness. This card also represents marriage and children. I'm hearing that you need more lighthearted energy around you. So I feel like, you know, there could be new people that come into your life. Those of you who are single, but those who are struggling in a relationship, I feel like you will make the right decision. Whether that means that you choose to move on, you know, because the Eight of Cups is here, or you may choose to give someone a second chance. Okay, Taurus, I will end the reading here. I hope you enjoyed it, and much love and bless.